Good evening and welcome back to the Rory Talks Football channel, your daily Arsenal news updates, debates and my opinions. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. We're on the way now to 10,400 subscribers. If you could like the video as well, that would be greatly appreciated. There's loads of you in here today. It is a... What's the... I have no idea what day it is. It's a Thursday. It's basically the weekend. So, happy days. Sportcat, Pekka, Vivi, Vlad, Timul, Drax, Hyper Protagonist, Icarus, Alex, Junior Films, George Christodoulou, Ethan Udall, Matthew, Mia, Connor, Christopher, Hyder, Churms, Max, SS9, Carter, Ross Lawman, Smithy, Hannah. It is good to see you all. Ultra Pro Gamer in here as well. I saw a video of crying noise over your video of the new Arsenal shirts. It was really weird. So this is the thing now. People are just putting crying noises over literally every video I make. And it's brilliant. It's actually brilliant. Because what these people don't understand is, right, it's no skin off my nose. All it does is it puts those videos in front of more people. And then a lot of the people watching the video go, oh, well, I wonder what he's actually saying underneath that crying that we've put on top of it. So they're just promoting me for free. I've had one of my best weeks ever on TikTok for numbers. So these people that think they are damaging me are actually helping me. Those videos make me laugh. So cringe from them. Let them do it. Let them do it. Heyo, Max, Fraser, good to see you as well. Danny Allen. What's with people saying our kit is a bottle? I mean, like, it vaguely resembles a bottle if you hang it up with the back part of the red bit at the top. It vaguely looks like a bottle, but it's a bit of a stretch. Have you got your new kit yet? It is no, it's arriving tomorrow. I've got the new shirt arriving tomorrow. So happy days. It's expensive. I won't lie, it is expensive. It is expensive, but we've gone for it anyway. Not a fan of that kit, not gonna lie. I think it'll grow on us. I think it is quite... I don't know. I think it's quite nice. I do think it's quite nice. I do think... I prefer the gold to the blue in terms of the stripes, but I hope we aren't going for Sesko. He's not even clinical. Look, the thing is, he is still young. So, although I feel like we do that a lot. We look at players that aren't massively clinical, but say they're young, as if that's going to improve. And then a lot of the time it doesn't. So, you know, I hear it. I hear it. The third kit is so sexy. We've not really had it. We've not really seen a proper version of the third kit yet, though. I think it could look very good. I think it could look very good. From the mock-ups that I've seen, I think it could look very good. Ten Hag is honestly delusional. Why is he bringing up the Arsenal game that happened in September again? He has to be doing it as a joke. I've just seen that before I went live. Ten Hag, when speaking about last night's game, brilliant win against Newcastle, he was asked if that could kind of be the turning point for them, if that could lift the team. And he somehow made it about the Arsenal game. He said, oh, well, I thought when we scored in the 87th minute against Arsenal, that could be a turning point, but it didn't happen. It's like, he's got to be doing it. He's got to be doing it deliberately, knowing that he's baiting Arsenal fans. And if he is doing that, fair play to him. If not, then we are extraordinarily rent-free in his head. I'll wait before buying it so I can get Gyökeres number 14 or 9 on the back. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. I never get names on the back, I don't think. Maybe I will this year. Maybe I'll get a name on the back, but typically I don't bother. Just because you never know. You never know what's going to happen once you've got their name on the back. Ornstein said Pep could leave in 2025. Yeah, it's a bit of a bogus article, to be honest. Listen, you know how much I respect David Ornstein, but Pep's contract runs out in 2025. The basis of the article is lots of people think Pep might leave in 2025 because he hasn't signed a new contract and his current contract expires in 2025. Pep Guardiola, every single time he's extended his contract, it's been within the last year of the contract. So, look, it might be right. He might leave in 2025, but I just think it's a bit of a meh article. Genuine question: if with some miracle the 115 is proven, what will Pep be remembered as, or what's his legacy? There isn't one. There isn't one. I think he'll be remembered as a very good manager who did incredible things, but ultimately was a cheat. That's how it'll be. AFC Max with the $10 super chat. Max, thank you very, very much. What's the outrage with Arsenal kits Out of all the kits, I like the away one, but since someone said it looks like a traffic light, I can't stop thinking about it. I really like the black and gold kit. I loved the black and gold. Last year was the best year. Last year was the best year. The pink kit slapped. The black kit slapped. The home kit was decent. Last year was the year. Do you know what, though? This year, everyone absolutely hated the neon kit. And now the neon kit is like iconic because of how many good performances and memorable results we had in it. So, you know, honestly, it depends on what happens in the kits. The only thing that annoys me is when we have good kits and don't use them enough, right? The pink kit last year, we didn't use enough. The dark green kit this year is my favorite of the 3 kits, and we've used it like 4 times. So that's the only thing that kind of annoys me. But Max, thank you for the $10. Absolute legend. I saw on Twitter a picture of Pep with all the trophies and then a soon emoji, new contract. I'm not sure. It depends who posted it. Is that not who? What was the account that posted it? If it was just a random City account, then God knows. Hope we get a good away kit. Well, the away kit's going to be a black one. The away kit is going to be a black kit that is going to be red and green trim. So if you like that, you like that. I think Arsenal will be on needing to buy overpriced teams or 21-year-olds. Could be great players, of course, but buying smart over buying hype, in my opinion. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Thoughts on the links to this Turkish fullback? Ethan, thank you for teeing me up. We will get into the one sort of main bit of news today. And that is this news coming from Sasha Tavalieri, who is a reasonably decent journalist with decent sources kind of in Europe. He said sources close to Ferdi Kadioglu's camp confirmed Turkish left-backs close to the Gunners. Talks with the players' side are already ongoing in order to find an agreement on personal terms. No talks have opened with Fenerbahce yet. So Ferdi Kadioglu is 20, I think he's 24, left back, plays for Fenerbahce. And look, from that, you know, there's no talks with Fenerbahce yet, and we're exploring personal terms with him. Okay, so that, you know, that can be any number of things, right? That could mean that it's something that we really are interested in. It could just be something that we're exploring. One thing I do think it suggests is that is a position we're looking to get someone in the summer. I think it suggests, you know, you wouldn't have that sort of link going around if we had no interest in getting a fullback or a left back. So, you know, I got into a debate around VAR with a City fan today. They brought up 3 situations that VAR has nothing to do with. They brought up the second yellow cards and the Simon Hooper thing. Yeah, that's the thing. But this is the thing, right? I'll go back to Ferdi Kadioglu in a second. This is the thing with City fans and with Pep Guardiola. When you cheat and you know you've cheated, you know it doesn't feel good, but you try and convince yourself that it's all legit, right? And we've all been there. Everyone has cheated in an exam or a test at school, right? Everyone's done it. And you do well on it. The feeling just isn't as good. And you can outward facing, you can pretend that you're really proud of yourself and really happy with yourself. But inside, if you've ever really worked hard for an exam and got a good score on it, you know that feels better. And it's the same with this. Oh, Max. Max has gifted 5 memberships. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Max, thank you very, very much. If you've just been gifted a membership off Max, the biggest supporter, financial donor of this channel, Max, you're a hero. So shout out. If you just got a membership, congratulations. Congratulations. But yeah, look, if you know, City fans will try and find examples this season of where they've been hard done by. And they're very few and far between. That's just how it is. They have to try and justify winning things, even though they know that they're cheats. So, and that's why I think Pep Guardiola gets so annoyed when people talk about money and people talk about how much they've spent, because it undermines what he has achieved. And I don't even want to, you know, it's difficult because you have to take away Pep from City in terms of he still had to do what he's achieved with that group of players, which is still very impressive. And that's going to be difficult for him forever. Even if they get found not guilty, by the way. Even if they get found not guilty. Another 5 gifted memberships from Josiah Plays. I've definitely butchered that. Josiah. You might have to tell me how to pronounce that, but thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much for another 5 gifted memberships. Honestly, I am incredibly grateful. If you've just been gifted a membership, make sure to thank Josiah. It's Josiah. Josiah. Thank you very much. What a legend. I saw something about personal terms already agreed. What, with Kadioglu? We haven't agreed personal terms. We're working on finding an agreement on personal terms with Kadioglu. Hyper Protagonist has gifted 5 memberships as well. Hyper, thank you very, very much, especially because you were gifting subs on Twitch last night as well. What an absolute legend. What Hyper Protagonist is the GOAT. Choo-choo! If you've just been given a membership by Hyper Protagonist, make sure to thank him in the chat. And if you want to join Twitch, if you want to join the Twitch streams, I'll be live again on Twitch tonight. We reached 20 subs on Twitch last night, which was crazy. Link to that is in my description as well. Thank you very, very much. Is this coordinated? I've got no idea. But they're absolute legends. So thank you very, very much. Drax has got a membership there. Unbelievable. I'm incredibly grateful. But yeah, in terms of Ferdi Kadioglu, let's bring him up. So, yeah, he is 24 years old. Oil me up, daddy. Stop saying that. 106. What's 173 centimeters? Every bloody time. I don't know what centimeters are. I do know what they are, but I don't. What's 173 centimeters in feet? 173 centimeters in feet. 5'8". I got gifted, so I gifted. Legend. Dominic, good to see you. I've heard he can play centre mid as well. Yeah, but it's just gonna end up sounding like Zinchenko, isn't it? Max has gifted another 10 memberships. Max, you are unbelievable. Thank you so much. If you've just been gifted a membership by Max again, he is the sugar daddy of the channel. Max me up, daddy. Dominic Riego just joined, and he's just been gifted a membership. So there you go. Sorry I'm late. What have I missed? We'll watch the bit I missed after the stream. Mainly just people gifting memberships, to be honest. A little bit of chat about Ferdi Kadioglu, but we're going to speak about him more in a minute. I get so unlucky with this gifted thing. SS9, have you turned on? You have to turn on the ability to receive gifted memberships. You have to turn that ability on. The new PC fund has begun. Well, we discussed this on Twitch the other night. I might not have to go for an entire new PC. I have no idea about, I could not know less about PCs if I tried. In fact, I can't even, what does PC even stand for? I don't even know what PC stands for. Political correctness. No. But apparently I've actually got a good PC. I went through some of the specs with some people in the Twitch chat. And apparently the PC itself is good. Personal computer. That makes a lot of sense. So actually, I just need to buy certain things for it to make it better. So there you go. And then the new camera fund, which is definitely happening. Not 5 gifted. 4.99 super chat from Devin. He says, not 5 gifted, but a little bit since it's been a while since I've donated. Not to take you off track, but what's your favorite kind of sushi? Now, that's pretty much the natural progression of the conversation. We were about to hit what kind of sushi is my favorite kind of sushi. Wasn't it a TIFO stream? It could have been a TIFO stream, to be fair, yeah. It could have been a TIFO stream. Favorite type of sushi? I'm not really a connoisseur of sushi. I like salmon. Do you know what I prefer? Salmon on a little bit of, what are those little bits of bread called? Now, this is a bit of a posh This is a bit of a posh appetizer. You get like a little bit, it's not bread, it's like a little sort of a biscuity, not a biscuit, because it's like a savory little biscuit thing. And then you put a bit of cream cheese on it, and then salmon, smoked salmon on top of that. That's sensational. That's really the closest to sushi I get. Croutons. Not helping with the Rory the Tory allegations here. Absolutely not helping with the... Nah, bruschetta's more of a bread, right? I think crouton is the one that I'm going for here. It's like a custard cream, except instead of being sweet and with cream, it's cream cheese and salmon. Anyway, that is Tory. That's a Tory appetizer. That is it is. It is. And we used to go to family functions. I'd be a young boy walking around a canapé, not a crouton, a canapé. I'd be walking around, and every time someone took one, it was like a one for you, one for me. That's why I've got a double chin. But anyway, thank you very much, Devin. And also thank you to Lars. Lars with the 10 francs. These are francs. 10 francs from Lars. Thank you very, very much. Just as I want to join in. Consider yourself in. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Tories in Hereford? Surely not. There were some of them. No, but there were quite a few Tories in Hereford. I'm not even a Tory, by the way. Politics is not my bag. But, saw an email saying I was gifted a membership. Had to pop in to say thank you to whoever it was. Jamana, congratulations. What? So it gifts memberships to people that aren't even in the stream. That's unbelievable. Rory Talk Shite, back at it again. I apologize for that. We're going to get back to Ferdi Kadioglu. Josiah has gifted another 5 memberships. Unbelievable. Josiah, thank you very, very much. How do you turn on the ability to receive subs? I'm not sure. Does anyone know how you turn on the ability to be gifted memberships? I'm not entirely sure. Rory talks the social and political state of the world right now. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That is the sort of thing that gets you whatever side of the boat you sit on, you're getting cancelled if you go into that territory. So we'll keep it to salmon canapes. I think salmon canapes, we can get away with that. He's going to keep getting interrupted. I'm not. We're going to talk about Ferdi Kadioglu because I haven't even got into the greenery. of Ferdi Kadioglu there. So this I like, right? You know what I like? Touches. Oh, that's just so not how that was meant to come out. I like a high percentage of touches for a footballer. 83% chance creation for a left back. Very, very good. This worries me for a left back. 17% aerial duels won. Hello, Alexander Zinchenko. 25% defensive actions. VV Vlad has donated a super chat of 20 money. But it's orange. So I feel like that's good money. Not that there's bad money, but it's an orange super chat, which means that's got to be some sort of valuable form of money. And we've got 20 of them. So, VV Vlad, thank you very much. Canadian dollars. Oh, the Canadian market must be flying. That must be flying. Vlad, long-time viewer, long-time supporter, long-time winner of Guess the Gooner. Thank you very, very much for that 20 Canadian dollars. Look at us. We're worldwide. We've got francs. We've got Canadian dollars. Honestly, I'm going to go on a tour of the world. Back to Kadioglu. We're getting there. We are getting there with Kadioglu. It's weird how Zinchenko is pretty good in the air. Zinchenko is actually... That's the thing. Even though I look at that and I say, oh, Zinchenko, I guarantee... Look at this. I guarantee Zinchenko actually wins a decent amount of aerial duels. 63%. That is one of those things that is always leveled at Zinchenko, and it's just wrong because he does actually win a lot of aerial duels. So if you think that Zinchenko doesn't win enough aerial duels, by the way, that number is more than the number of aerial duels that William Saliba wins, which is why it's an interesting kind of stat in the first place. But back to Kadioglu. So that could be interesting, right? Scores a lot of goals for a left back. I just realized the VV in VV Vlad looks like a W lad. W lads in the chat. VV Vlad is a W lad. It's crazy how you have viewers from all over the world who have the same thing in common, loving Arsenal. It is it. I love it. I love it. I know some people, for whatever warped reason, don't like fans that aren't from North London. Obviously, I'm not from North London in the first place. I think foreign fans are great. The amount of respect I have, when I'm doing a watch along for an Arsenal game on Tifo, and there's someone in there who's up at like 4 a.m. watching. I remember during the summer, pre-season games kicking off at 4 a.m. in America. It's a struggle. It is a struggle. AMD with the $4.99. Just a couple of emojis. Peace, brother. Thank you very, very much for the $4.99. Unbelievable support. What a legend. What a legend. I'm from Afghanistan. How many people in Afghanistan are called Smithy? Out of interest. Rory, would it be worth keeping Zinni and seeing what he's like in midfield? I just think we'd have done it. I think we'd have done it. If we were going to do the Zinchenko midfield experiment, I think we'd have already done it. I mean, proof in the pudding. Josiah with a $5 Australian super chat. Australia, mate, 3 a.m. Unbelievable. And thank you again. You have been incredibly generous in this stream already, Josiah. So massive, massive shout out to you. And thank you again. And respect for being up at 3 a.m. in Australia. I'm a Fenerbahce fat. Here we go. This is the product of being worldwide, is that we have a Fenerbahce fan in the house. He's a very world-class player, and I think he would do a very good job at Arsenal. There you go. Let's sign him. We've got the Cagdas seal of approval. Rory's promoting insomnia. No, I've been there. Until I was about 24, 25. No, maybe a bit. No, yeah, whilst I was at uni and stuff. I used to go to sleep at about 6 a.m. when I was at uni. It was bad time. Well, it was bad times, but it was good times. It's peaceful. It's peaceful at night. I'm from Kenya, born and bred in England, and have never even moved. So, I mean, fair enough. You know? Is Carter a Kenyan name? I don't know. A very world-class player. I think he is a very world-class player. Actually, Rory is very prompt at logging off at 12 to 12:15 a.m. each night. I am. I wish got to get my beauty sleep, you know? Don't just look like this for free. I do night shifts a lot, so it makes my schedule whack. Makes sense. Could you raid us again and take Stefan? Stefan who? I'm joking. I figured. Another $5 super chat from AFC Max. I'm sending this to interrupt you again. I'm with the previous super chat. 2 a.m. mornings. What's your thoughts on Sesko? Is he an upgrade? Let's oil up Rory. Not on this channel. That's on a different website. We do that on a different website. Again, Max, thank you very, very much for the $5. 2 a.m. mornings. What's your thoughts on Sesko? Is he an upgrade? He's not an upgrade on what we have now, I don't think. I wouldn't start Sesko over Havertz. He could be a long-term upgrade, though. Like, he's 20 years old. He's got a lot of experience already for a 20-year-old. He's still raw, but he could be. My worry is how much he costs. My worry is that, like, he'd be the same transfer fee as Kai Havertz. And I'm not sure he's proven that he's a better footballer than Kai Havertz yet. So, not sure it's an upgrade. Maybe it's a long-term investment. £2 from Ross Lawman. Salisi. I don't know what that means. What does this mean? Sorry, I'm not very clued up on that. But respect to the internationals. I can get on board with that. Salisi. Isn't that something from Game of Thrones? Salisi's the... Is it Salisi? I'm not sure. Oh, from Man City. The Man City goalkeeper, Stefan. It's a super chat full of flags. Why don't we get Gyökeres? I want Gyökeres. $4.99 from Brendan McAdams. Thank you very much. Respect to the locals, respecting the internationals. Exactly. Just respect to everyone. Not everyone. not everyone. Pedophiles are out there. Not everyone. But respect to the football fans, international or local. And a 199 super chat from Devon. A perfect steak or a perfectly fried chicken? Perfect steak. Perfect steak for me. They're flags. Oh, I just see one flag. I just see one black flag. I don't think my thing can process the flags. It just says, on mine, it just says Salisi. It just says Salisi, and then there's a black flag, and then it says Kalitic. No idea what that is. No idea what that is. Except for Spurs. I think I think I said what? I think I said Spurs, didn't I? Thoughts on Brahim Diaz? Was linked fairly recently. Tough one. I think it's a tough one. I think Brahim Diaz would be a tough one. See this? I've got no idea what that is. There's a pirate flag on there. There's a pirate flag. That's about all I see. How do you take your steak? How cooked? Rare. Rare for me. Rare for me. Where I'm from, it's pretty much illegal to have it any more than rare. If you cook it any more than rare where I'm from, you get frowned upon. You get frowned upon. Anyway, back to Kadioglu, because we still haven't even reached the greenery of Kadioglu yet. This is good. This shows consistency, which I like. Obviously, a couple of off games there, but in general, consistency. Well, where's the bloody stats? Player stats not available? Well, that's because it's in the wrong bloody year. Oh, what's going on? Here we go. Player stats. Medium rare. Medium rare's acceptable, I suppose. Will you be going back on AFTV again next season? Possibly, but the issue with going on AFTV is that I have to sacrifice something of my own. So the home games I go to the games, away games I stream on Tifo. It's difficult because it's just difficult, So here we go. Here is the greenery. Finally. And it is green. It's green. This is per 90 stats as well, by the way. Green, incredibly green. Green. This I like. 84%, nearly 85% pass accuracy. Makes a lot of passes in a game. Decent expected assists per game. Long ball accuracy is good. I like this. $2 super chat from AFC Max. If we win the league on the last day, I'm going to cry. You won't be the only one. You will not be the only. I don't think I'd cry. I don't think I would cry. Just generally speaking, I don't think it's in my nature. But I will be emotional. Would he start over Timber? Difficult to know. Does AFC promote your channel if you go on? Not really. It promotes your name a little bit, I guess. I mean, the last time I went on there was when I was like, I'd only been doing TikTok for 6 months last time I went on there. So it was decent to get myself out there. But it's one of those. It's like, realistically, if I went on there, the only ambition would be trying to like boost my profile. And I'd rather just do that organically. That's more green than a can of spinach. Exactly. If we win, I'm going to go bold. I'm literally going to hold you to that. King Kylo Lex is going bold if we win the league. If we win the league, Rory's oiling up. On the pitch. I'll do it on the pitch. I'd promote his channel in finances. Oh, exactly. Who needs AFTV when you've got AFC Max? More green than a greenhouse, which ironically often aren't green. They're kind of just see-through. So there you go. Anyway, this is great. This is brilliant. This is the sort of thing that you'd expect to see from whoever is going to play at left back for us. This is decent. Not bad. Gets dispossessed a lot. Well, not a lot, but middle of the road for being dispossessed. Hello, Zinchenko. Defensively, again, we know that that's not great. Interception's not great either. Decent recoveries, decent possession one in final third. That's very Arsenal, so that's good. Tackles one, doesn't have to win too many of them. Again, Fenerbahce are a decent team, so he probably doesn't have to do a huge amount of defending. The one thing I don't know is how quick he is. And there's not really a stat on here that shows how quick he is. I can't remember the name of the fan that supports Fenerbahce. Kagdas. If you're still here, is Ferdi Kadioglu quick? Is Ferdi Kadioglu quick? Is he quicker than Zinchenko? Because I do feel like that's one of the biggest worries I have when we play with Zinchenko is his pace. Or lack of pace. Cactus, if you're still here, let us know. Or anyone else that watches a lot of Turkish football. Yes. 86 pace. He's got 86 pace on FIFA. If he's got 86 pace on FIFA, that's all we need to know. That's all we need to know. He's quick. He's quick. Perfect window. A €2.49 from Isaki. Thank you very, very much, Isaki. Incredibly generous. Says the perfect window would be Hato, João Neves, Sesko, and Nico Williams. It wouldn't be a bad window. João Neves, very good. Hato, very good. For me, I prefer Victor Gyökeres over Sesko. And then Nico Williams, not a bad option. Not a bad option. So that would be a very good... that would be a very, very good window. What are we talking about, Kudus? Did you see Kudus say he will do everything he can to help his Ghanaian brother lift the title? Come on, Mohamed Kudus. Come on, Mohamed Kudus. I already love Mohamed Kudus. Imagine the scenes. Imagine the scenes after all of that time I spent wanting Mohamed Kudus and being sad that he went to West Ham. It was all for a greater purpose. It was all so that he could be there against Man City on the final day of the season to win Arsenal the title. And then in the summer, he comes to us. Come on, Mohamed Kudus. Come on, Mohamed Kudus. In Ghana, we trust. Arteta planned it. Arteta saw that it was West Ham City on the final game of the season. And he cooked. He cooked. Do you know what? Genuinely, West Ham do have the ability on the counter-attack. The only thing that I worry about with West Ham is their defense. Their defense is terrible, and that's the problem. Will you invade the pitch on the final day if we win? Also, are the games on at the same time? And if City game went long into added time, would the game get put on the scoreboard? Lots to break down there. First of all, I probably won't invade the pitch because my seat is in the upper tier, not in the lower tier. So it'd be, I could run down the stairs and get in there, but I probably won't. Unless everyone does, and then maybe I will. Are the games on at the same time? Yes, every single game kicks off at 4 p.m. Man City's game is on Sky. Arsenal's game is on TNT Sports, if you're in the UK. And no, if it went long into added time, they would not put it on the scoreboard, or they wouldn't put the game live on the scoreboard. But maybe, we'd all be watching it on our phones, I expect. So there you go. Skydive from the top row. I feel sorry for whoever was underneath me, to be honest. I would feel sorry for whoever was underneath me. Pekka has renewed his membership. Moyes' last game, so hopefully wants to end on a high. Yeah, look, maybe the last game, the players want to say thank you to Moyes for everything that he's done for the club. Yeah, there are very fine straws that we can clutch onto. There are very fine straws that we can clutch onto. If you can get service there. You know what? My service normally isn't too bad. Like, you'll see it if you follow me on Twitter and stuff. I'm able to tweet during the game pretty easily. How did you get an Everton ticket? Off the ticket exchange. Yesterday on the ticket exchange, I somehow managed to get one. I've got no idea how, but I did somehow manage to get a ticket off the ticket exchange yesterday. Lend them rice for a game? Yeah. Sky is so expensive, even Arsenal don't want to pay the 100+ for it. Yeah, exactly. Antonio may be living up to his promise. What was Antonio's promise? I must have missed that. I don't know what Antonio's promise was. I saw he was in the news today, wasn't he? Said he's struggling to enjoy football or something. Where in the ground is the ticket? It is clock end, behind the goal, upper. Can't receive membership because my account is a brand account. Your account's a brand. That means you just set your account up as a business account, basically. As a professional account. He said he would make sure we win. Well, I hope he's right. That's the thing. Do you know what, right? Genuinely. Oh, we can get rid of that now. Genuinely, I think West Ham fans irrationally hate us for whatever reason, right? They hate us because we bought their academy product for 100 million. Literally financially set them up for a couple of years, right? So they hate us for that. But I think their players would rather see us win the title. Genuinely. I think their players would rather see us win the title. AFC Max with another $5 super chat. Max, unbelievable. Thank you very, very much. He said, I just wanted to correct a fact. The left back we're interested in has the same amount of pace as Frimpong at Bayern. 02, both are quick in real life. Jeremy Frimpong's only got 86 pace on FIFA. Is that true? That's crazy. Wait, that's crazy. But yeah, Frimpong's rapid. So if he's as quick as Frimpong, if he's as quick as Frimpong, imagine West Ham Central's meltdown if they won us the league. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Super late, good evening. Good to see you, Emilio. Did you see the VAR results for this season where Wolves had -17 against them overall and Arsenal had -7? The rest of the league were -2 or -3 with City on +7. Crazy how that's happened. Yep. Yep. Also saw yesterday Team News and Ticks. Team News and Ticks confirmed VAR did not check offside on Kevin De Bruyne in the game against Tottenham. Man City's first goal, VAR did not check offside. So that's good. That's good. And that's probably why they're on +7. Because when they score goals, VAR just goes out. We won't bother checking that. We won't bother checking that one. We'll just let that be. Ederson got a fractured eye socket. Crazy. Feel bad for laughing at him now. He was out cold. He was out. I didn't realize, because if you were watching the stream at the time, I kind of took the piss out of Ederson. I had no idea that he had been completely unconscious. I posted a video about it on TikTok today, and I tweeted the clip of it as well. He was like fully out cold. And he fractured his eye socket. How he was allowed to stay on the pitch, I have got no idea. Absolutely no idea. That's so bad from the doctors to let him stay on the pitch, even though it was only for a few minutes. So bad. He was crying. So the thing is, right, the reaction that he had afterwards, I also don't blame him for. His brain would have been so scrambled by being knocked out like that. It's like fighters in the UFC. They'll get knocked out cold and then they'll get up and start trying to fight again. His brain would have been all over the place. Absolutely all over the place. So I don't know how he was so mad at getting subbed, because he probably didn't even realize he'd been knocked unconscious. He genuinely didn't realize that he'd been knocked unconscious. But yeah, I felt bad for him. But he's not going to play against West Ham or in the FA Cup final. So there you go. Anyway, it is time for Guess the Gooner, the game where I give you 5 clues about an ex or current Arsenal player, and you have to guess who that player is in the chat. First person to get it right wins the immense pride and respect of the Rory Talks Football community. So get your fingers on your keyboards, because we're starting now. Clue number 1. This player is 42 years old. This player is 42 years old. Clue number 2. They came through the Barcelona Academy. Clue number 2, they came through the Barcelona Academy. Clue number 3, they won the domestic treble with Rangers. Clue number 3, they won the domestic treble with Rangers. Clue number 4, they captained the club. Clue number 4, they captained the club. And clue number 5, they retired at the club in 2016. Clue number 5, they retired at the club in 2016. Lots of you have got it. The question is, who was first? And then the second question is, am I going to correctly identify the person that was first? Or am I going to get VAR checked? Come on. We're getting it right today. We're getting it right today. The winner is, it's Oscar. It was Super Mick Arteta, and it was Oscar that got it first. Congratulations, Oscar. Thomas Willis was second. Carter was third. Nimbus, Mr. Nimbus was fourth. And Ethan Udall was fifth. So there you go. Congratulations to Oscar. Congratulations to Oscar. Pretty sure I'm not getting VAR checked there. And we got another, during all of that, we got another $5 super chat from Max. Unbelievable. He says, congratulations to Mikel and his coaching staff winning the Spanish award in his hometown, considering Xabi at Bayern. Think about that. Yeah, unbelievable. Look, he gets more respect in his own country than he gets in our country. But he's fully deserving of that. And that area of Spain, by the way, is just obscene. That area of Spain is obscene for the amount of managerial talent that they have produced. But once again, Max, thank you very, very much. VAR goal awarded. Goal given. Oscar is the winner. Oscar is the winner. Mikel is the most hated man in football right now. It makes no sense. It does make sense. It's just because it's Arsenal. If you look at it at face value, how could you possibly justify Mikel Arteta being the most hated manager, despite the fact that he's incredibly respectful, he's done an incredibly good job? That's just weird. And then one of the most hated footballers at the moment is Bukayo Saka, who's one of the nicest kids you'll ever meet. It's very bizarre. It's very bizarre. The Basque region has been breeding ground for good coaches. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Dutch Euro squad has been announced and Timber's not in it, thankfully. I mean, it would have been mental if Timber had been in it. It would have been absolutely mental if Jurgen Timber had been in the squad, given he's not played football for 9 months. He celebrates a lot. Yeah, but every manager does. This is the only things that are thrown at him. He celebrates too much. Every manager does. He comes out of his technical area too much. Every manager does. That's it. That's it. Euro squad next Tuesday. Will we be getting a Rory rant? Probably. I can't remember the last time an England squad came out where I didn't rant about it. So, probably. Anyway, it is time for Guess the Non-Gooner. I'm going to give you the entire career path of a player who does not and has not played for Arsenal. You have to guess who that player is in the chat. First person to get it right wins the immense pride and respect of the Rory Talks Football community, but not as much respect as Oscar currently has. This player started their career at Torino. They went on loan to FC Crotone. They then went to Juventus. They then went to West Ham United. So Torino, Crotone on loan, Juventus, West Ham. Who is the player? It is not Scamacca. It's not Belotti. It's not Antonio. I don't think a single person's got it yet. Oh, someone's got it. There you go. I'm just going to double... Oh, no, wait. Someone did get it. I'd missed it. Yeah. He's done it. The winner is... Wait, where's it gone? I've lost it. VV Vlad's won it. It is indeed Ogbonna. VV Vlad wins. Second was Devin. Third was Drakkar. Fourth was Ammar Hussein. And fifth was That Guy Supports Arsenal. Congratulations. It was indeed Angelo Ogbonna. The fact that City and their doctors did not use a concussion sub just to try and have him available for this weekend, total disgrace, as Pep complains about players' fatigue. Yeah, it was a disgrace. It's a disgrace. In my opinion, they should probably get a 3-point deduction for it. In my opinion, for endangering Ederson's life, a 3-point deduction on the balance of play would probably be fair. I would say. But, that's me. Ortega's the better keeper, to be honest. I actually agree. I genuinely think Ortega is a better goalkeeper. Autocorrect shafted me there. I had to type it 3 times. That's painful. Basque for managers or Amsterdam Academy, who produces finer? I'd say Basque. For the size of the region and the level of the managers, I'd say Basque. AFC Max has confirmed it. VAR check complete. We are good. We are good. Imagine if the Prem deducted them 2 points on the final day. I would love it. Have you seen what's his name? I can't remember his name, or his role. Basically, the head guy of the Premier League, Richard someone or other, head guy of the Premier League. He isn't going to the Etihad on the final day. He's coming to the Emirates, basically so that he doesn't have to hand the trophy to Man City. Because of how ridiculous it would look having him, Richard Masters, that's the one, having him hand City the trophy whilst they've got 115 charges over their head. So he's coming to the Emirates instead. Apologies if there's lag. I think Virgin's having a mad one. I think Virgin's having an absolute madness. Do you know what? Forget the camera fund. Forget the computer fund. I'm going to set up my own internet service provider. Virgin's on a mad one. I apologize. Did you see the Prem teams will vote to keep the Prem? I think you mean VAR. Can you even hear me? Can people even hear me? I don't even know. Look, anyway, that is going to be the end of the stream. I massively appreciate all of you for joining, as always. If you want to join the Twitch stream later on, the link to that is in the description below. We'll be live from about 10:15, continuing with The Last of Us story. So I hope to see as many of you there as I can. You can hear me, but you can't see me. So on that note, good evening and good night. And also, massive thanks to everyone who's just done an absolute madness of gifting super chats and memberships in this stream. Unbelievable stream. You're all legends. Thank you and good night.